Ever feel like you're just a cog in a machine, pretending to be busy just to impress a boss who's also pretending? Let me tell you about a guy named Jani. He was in the exact
Jani
spot.
wasn't just
He worked in
pretending,
one of those
though.
classic
He was
offices
trying
where
to find a
everyone
spot,
types
some
furiously
real
whenever the boss
motivation.
walks
He'd
by.
sneak in a
But the second
motivational
he's
video
gone,
here
it's
and
all
there,
memes and
hoping to
online
find a
shopping.
way
To make his work actually mean something. His best friend at the office, or so he thought, was a guy named Raj. They shared lunches, complained about deadlines, and he even had inside jokes about the squeaky chair in the conference room. Jani trusted Raj. He thought they were in it together, navigating the strange world of corporate life. But in an office, sometimes loyalty is just a word on a motivational poster. One Tuesday morning, Raj walked into the boss's office. He didn't just throw Jani under the bus. He drove the bus, reversed it, and he then drove over him again for good measure. He told the boss that Jani was a slacker, that he spent all day watching video instead of working. He painted a picture of the laziest employee in the history of employment. The boss, whose management style was basically panic and blame, didn't even bother to ask Jani for his side of the story. He called Jani into his office, gave him a 5-minute lecture on company loyalty and productivity, and he then uttered the two words every employee dreads, "You're fired." Just like that, Jani's world came crashing down. He packed his sad little box with his favorite mug, a half-eaten bag of chips, and a framed photo of his dog. As he walked out, he saw Raj at his desk, typing furiously, not even looking up. The betrayal stung more than getting fired. For the next 3 days, Jani was a mess. He stayed in his pajamas, binge-watched sad movies, and he consumed about 10 cups of chai, each one brewed with a little more self-pity than the last. The world outside his window seemed to be moving on, while he was stuck, replaying the betrayal in his head. He felt like a total failure. His confidence was shattered. He thought, maybe Roz was right. Maybe I am lazy. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. The future looked like a big, blurry, scary void. But then, on the fourth day, as he was stirring his 11th cup of chai, something clicked. He looked at his reflection in the spoon, and he saw a guy who was tired of feeling sorry for himself. A new thought popped into his head, clear and loud. If he can't work for someone else, then I'll just have to work for myself. It was a terrifying thought, but also incredibly liberating. He had nothing left to lose. He decided to take the very thing that got him fired and turn it into his strength. He was going to make video. He didn't want to make the same old boring motivational content. He wanted to be real. He started a channel and he created funny, sarcastic, and brutally honest video about his own experiences. His first video was titled, "How to Survive a Backstabbing Bestie at Work." He talked about betrayal, office politics, and the feeling of being utterly lost after failure. He filmed it on his phone, with his dog occasionally barking in the background. It was raw, it was real, and it was ridiculously funny. At first, the only view he got was from his mom. She called him to say he looked very handsome and that she didn't understand what a subscriber was, but she was proud. For weeks, his view count was depressingly low, but Jani kept going. He made video about how to look busy when you finished your work, the Lima stages of grief after getting fired, and why your boss hates fun. Slowly, one by one, people started to find his video. They didn't just watch, they related. The comment section filled up with stories from people who had been through the same thing. They laughed with him, shared their own stories of betrayal, and found comfort in his humor. His channel started growing. 100 subscribers became 1,0, then 10,0, then ke 100,0. People loved his honesty. He wasn't some guru in a fancy suit. He was just a guy who got fired and he decided to laugh about it. Then, one day, it happened. The 1 million subscriber notification popped up on his phone. He had made it. He was no more longer Jani, the guy who got fired. He was Jani, the guy who millions of people turned to for a laugh and a dose of real-world motivation. And what about his ex-boss? Well, one morning, while scrolling through YouTube, he saw a familiar face on the trending page. It was Jani, smiling, with a 1 million subscribers plaque. The irony was almost too perfect. Now, in every video, Jani ends with his signature sign-off, a little nod to his past. Remember, getting fired isn't the end. Sometimes, it's just the beginning of a better story. They might be able to fire you from a job, but they can never fire you from your own life. You are your own boss. So, if you're feeling stuck or you've been knocked down, just think of Jani. Your biggest setback might just be the setup for your greatest comeback. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.